What's going on, y'all? It's JD Pickell. Today on CFB with JD, what does transfer Jahleel Billingsley bring to Texas? Welcome into CFB with JD, the people's channel for every single thing that you know, that you love about college football happens here, happens nearly every single day. So I would encourage you to subscribe. Don't miss a thing. We don't want you to miss a thing. You don't want to miss a thing. It's a good back and forth. Armstrong Sims, Jack McKenzie do the real heavy lifting behind the whole operation. You drive the show. One way to help drive the show, at my Twitter page, JD Pickell. On Twitter, follow. We do open-ended questions, we do snippets, we do polls. We want to hear from you as much as possible. That's a really easy way for us to hear from you. DMs are always open. Now, Jahleel Billingsley transferred from Alabama to Texas. Some things were rumored as to why he was unhappy at Alabama, gave a pretty poor performance in the national championship game. Effort-wise, Nick Saban wasn't his biggest fan. He said, that's fine, I'm going to go to follow Steve Sarkisian, my guy, to Texas. Now remember, Steve Sarkisian was the offensive coordinator at Alabama when Jahleel Billingsley was playing really well there. So we're going to look at a couple ways he was utilized at Alabama, look at how he's just going to be utilized probably at Texas. So the first thing that you see when you watch Jahleel Billingsley, he's a matchup nightmare, okay? If you're a safety, if you're a linebacker, if you're a corner, there's no perfect matchup for Jahleel Billingsley because he's a freak show. Right here is case in point. We got him in the trips formation, so we got 1, 2, 3. Our man Jahleel Billingsley right here is the third receiver. LSU is going to try and play a man coverage. So he's here, he's here, he's here. So this man right here, he's a linebacker. Now, that's not good news because if you're a linebacker, you're likely not fast enough to cover a guy like Jahleel Billingsley, okay? So watch what happens here. He's flat-footed. He's got a little out route. Can't touch me. Boom. He just runs circles around him on the out route, breaks outside. Our outside receiver's clear for him. Easy pitch and catch. You can't play him. He makes him look stupid. Tries to reroute him. He's in chase right here. Anytime you have this sort of posture and you're in man coverage, you got problems. Easy strike. Take him for a ride, why don't you? A linebacker strictly cannot cover Jahleel Billingsley. Now, you saw him in the slot right there. One thing that I anticipate Texas to do quite a bit with Jahleel Billingsley, put him in that H-back position. Now, why is that important? For all of the assets that Jahleel Billingsley has, run blocking isn't necessarily one of them. So what does this H-back position allow him to do? It allows him to have a few yards between him and the line of scrimmage so he doesn't get jammed up by a defensive end or a linebacker can't just out-physical him before the play even gets started. He gets a chance to sort of have some space to work with, if you will. So right here, simple out route. We have a post behind it, meaning, linebacker, you got to guard him. Similar to the play before, you got man on man. Not a good look. Boom. Look at this cut. This is where, it's over right there. It's over right there. Boom. Look at the separation. He's chasing all this real estate. He runs routes like a wide receiver. Strike up the band. Big time play for the Crimson right there. So you say, okay, linebackers can't cover him. They're too slow. Well, let's put our fastest guy on him, huh? How about a corner? Got our corner right here for Florida. We got our similar position right here in the H-back. This scenario, we have our number 2 receiver coming across the field. He's going deep. Jahleel Billingsley is going to go right underneath that post route. So we got the post right here. We have sort of a wide dig by Jahleel Billingsley up and underneath. This corner is going to kind of shadow him in like a man coverage-esque kind of responsibility. Basically, he's got Jahleel Billingsley. He comes into his zone. So again, we're here. Right here. He's on his back, draped all over him. That corner's fast, so he's probably in his hip pocket. He's close, but Jahleel Billingsley just manhandles him to the ground. Just takes him for an absolute ride. You see it right there. That is how you know Jahleel Billingsley just ate his lunch. There's a flag on the play for being all on his back. Takes him. This is a grown man right here, okay? You can't have a corner try and man him up. He's fast enough, yes, but he can't body a guy like Jahleel Billingsley. He's too big, he's too strong, he's too physical. Makes a great catch right there. Demoralizing for defenses. Okay, so you say you can't guard him with the linebacker, can't guard him with a corner. So what's kind of the hybrid? Okay, let's play him with the safety, right? Play him with the safety, what Auburn does right here. Again, H-back, I keep saying it, we got an H-back. Post over the top right here. Jahleel Billingsley is going to run similar route. We just saw that crossing route, which I anticipate Texas will do a lot. Those crossing routes with the receiver over the top, Jahleel Billingsley underneath, allows him to have one-on-one with whoever the defense is stupid enough to try and guard him with. And right here, Auburn says, okay, we'll put our safety down. He'll be able to do run support, and he'll be able to play Jahleel Billingsley one-on-one, right? Wrong again. Watch what happens. We're over the top here, underneath, nice little mesh. He's in chase. You're supposed to be the fast guy. You're supposed to be able to run hip to hip with that tight end, right? Wrong. He's an SEC defensive back, and he can't stick with my man Jahleel. Takes him for a ride on the wide little dig there, gets in the end zone. Big time play. So you see, he's just a matchup nightmare. He's a matchup nightmare. Again, linebacker, corner, safety. I don't know what to tell you. You need to find some kind of freak show to guard this freak show, okay? So one thing that Steve Sarkisian likes to do, if you've watched previous Chalk Talks, you know this, he's going to create matchups for his guys. It's kind of the theme of this video is matchups. So Jahleel Billingsley, if we get him one-on-one, we're probably winning. Even in this game against Kansas. Here's our tight end right here, Cade Brewer. He's no Jahleel Billingsley, but he'll do, okay? He'll do for this purpose of this play. We're going to have a fake little bubble right here. He's going to come out, he's going to stock block and then go deep. So basically, we're man-on-man right here with a tight end and a safety. Does that sound familiar, tight end and safety? I think so. He comes up, boom, one-on-one. Again, Cade Brewer. Love the guy, but he's no athlete that Jahleel Billingsley is. So if we're able to create this kind of matchup with Cade Brewer, think about the separation you're getting with Jahleel Billingsley. All of that space, quarterback, give him a ball. Get in the end zone, take him for a ride, little man. I'm telling you, Steve Sarkisian made a chess move. He says, Nick Saban, you don't want him? That's fine. Jahleel Billingsley, come play for us at Texas. We're going to get you in matchups. We're going to get you in positions to succeed, and you're going to have a field day in the Big 12 against some of these DBs. If they can create those one-on-one matchups, it's favor, it's advantage, Jahleel Billingsley every single time. Number 19 will be in the end zone quite a bit this season, you mark my words. If he can have his attitude right, have the mindset right, and be about football, which I think Steve Sarkisian will be able to get him to do, it's going to be a long year for opposing defensive backs in the Big 12 Conference. That's it for us here on CFB with JD. Again, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter to stay up with every single thing we're doing here, all right? Appreciate all 4,000 of you that have subscribed at this point in time. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.